And there we are. Oy, it's been a while, but we're getting to the end. What you may be wondering why I'm on constants? Because I've already actually made sure that when this next map starts, I can just go right in. There should be no setup or like delay of me getting there. Time for the end? Question mark? Question mark? But even if I would be like, oh, it's 12, I was intended to end streaming here and I'm not at the end, I'm gonna keep going at that point. So, main thing first, I just want to make sure that the people I have with me are what I want them to be. So that I can get some final masteries if needed. Like, I'm gonna have Lawrence, Hilda, Claude, and Chess. And then I'm also gonna have as backup Marianne. I'm surprised they haven't given me Blutengang yet. I'm going to go here. And give her the knowledge gem. There. Aside from that, I'm going to need Holst. He's going to try and become a Cavalier so I can actually get that class. Or get Lance skills for him. And that's there. And at the end, we have Gerald, who I was able to manage to become a Mortal Savant. So the only class he misses is the Bow Knights. But yeah, last time we left off, we are now going to help the Empire? Question mark? We're at very least going to meet up with them at Garreg Mach and try and fight off the, why am I blanking? Fight off Lady Ray and the rest. And I don't quite know how it's gonna, like, end? It's interesting. Like, the other two I could kind of predict, but this one, oh, you should bring Byleth and Gerald to the next battle? Let me just make a really quick adjustment there. I might not bring Hilda then. In that case, I might actually... Yeah, I will bring Hilda and Gerald. No, I will bring... Damn it. I will bring Byleth and Gerald, and then I will have Chess and maybe Holst, if I look at this correctly. No. Chess and the Gatekeeper. Now, when you say bring or Gerald to the next battle, do you mean as an active unit or as a supporting unit? But either way, I have been grinding a little bit, and I've actually done every single map that I have available to me, except for the Paralogs S rank. Which meant if I wanted more S ranks, I had to play hard mode. Can't be either. Okay, I'm gonna have those two grouped together as one unit then. Oh, and also, I remember someone coming by and being like, oh yeah, the Axe Amir is broken as hell, or very broken at the very least. And I'm like, what do you mean? Let me actually look at this. So we have Overwhelm, which is like greatly increase the enemy stun gauges. That is really good. And then we have La Brunda, which is just restores a large amount of HP at regular intervals. That is nice. Restores the Warrior and Awakening gauges when the enemy commander is defeated. That's just very good. And granted, only Edelgard can use Raging Storm, that's fine, but that's not why I would be using this weapon. I also have a lot more money, and I'm actually saving said money for the end when I can just buy Master Seals. Or after this map, when I hopefully will get this lovely Sutunger's Mystery, and maybe upgrade that one a bit. But let's just go into it.
The situation is grim. The Kingdom Army and the Knights of Seiros have the monastery completely surrounded.
And Rhea?
She's here. Looks like she's commanding the Knights of Seiros herself.
With her leading the charge, the Knights' morale must be through the roof. Looks like your guess was right on the mark, Lawrence.
Indeed. If anything, Edelgard's predicament is even more dire than I imagined.
If you're sure you want to rescue her, we'll have to move quickly, Your Majesty.
Right. Let's go, everyone. Time to save the day.
Oh, there wasn't even any like real build-up aside from just let's go get Rhea. Her Majesty's healers heal Edelgard as she advances to the front lines where the fighting is fiercest. Dispatch combat engineers to disrupt the Kingdom Army's plan. Have the Alliance snipers lose a fusillade of arrows. I'm probably gonna take the top two, and then high spirits. Why not? So I see that Edelgard is there. Yep. Monica. Baron Barbarous, let's go! I thought it was gonna be Hubert. Where's Hubert? Why is it only Edelgard and Monica? Oh, Monica's by herself. I have yet to defeat Kranya. Kranya's gonna go and try and kill Monica. Can almost bet on it. But with that, Hubert is on the date with Ferdinand. With that, I'm going to change my characters. So you are going to be a supporting unit. There. And what did I need? Oh yeah, Gerald has neither Fire Sweep nor has he Mortal Struggle, is that what its name is? Anyways. Oh shit, Sublime Heaven! Fuck! I should have done that earlier. This is the first time I've seen me having Sublime Heaven. But my weapon isn't that good. I think this makes the Baron Barbarous the only minor noble who is in all three routes. That's funny. Okay. Violet will have that one. Claude will be here, followed by Marianne. I will be followed up by Gatekeeper.
Reporting for duty.
Constance will be here. And she will be alongside Lawrence. Oh shit, Lawrence is already here. So yeah, with Gatekeeper, he does not have Mortal Savant. But does he... Can he even be a mage? Wait, can he even learn these skills yet? No, he can't learn anything, but let's just keep him in here anyways. But with that, I'm actually kind of curious. I do have the Dark Creator Sword. No, okay, that doesn't give me any skills. And again, while the effect is nice, I'm not strong at it. So instead of Mortal Struggle, I'll keep... What are any mages? No. I like Hades and Aura as a combo. It's just fun. It would be better for me to probably use Dark Spice to get rid of the horses, but, you know. So Claude, Anti-Gauntlet. I can instead have him being a Wing Shredder. So he's gonna be Anti-Flyer, and sadly, that probably also means he will also be fighting Axe Flyers. Oh, hey, I got a Facebook message. Don't worry about that. Hold on. I'm just gonna respond to this real quick. Sorry about that. My brother just won like a big game in soccer, so people are congratulating me and asking questions. Because I may not have told some people that he was in that said league or high-level play in soccer. for those actually curious, he just won against Manchester United in Manchester City, in his age group, and they were undefeated up until now, which is very impressive of him. Bolting in there. I'm almost curious if I should bring a healer. Let me first check. Does he have Essence of Ice? Or does he ever learn Essence of Ice? No, Essence of Fire, so... Pimblewinter, you will become heal. Just so that I have one. And I would not be surprised if the boss is going to be around here-ish, and it's going to be Rhea. Oh yeah, here's the boss. Well, let's go. Oh, cutscene! Oh, Jesus. You're dead. Jesus Christ! Shot in the eye? Here we come!
I owe you one. Honestly, it almost feels like you held back till I needed help.
Far be it for me to say that you're wrong. Being owed a favor by the Emperor herself is...
Oh? Oh.
Well then, I guess we can call it even. But don't close your ledger just yet, Claude.
My quill is at the ready, Edelgard. Call in all the favors you want.
Yeah, this game is really feeling like Claude's time to shine.
Hey guys, it's time we show them just what Lester can do in a fight.
Which I do think he needed, like, I do disagree that, like, Silver Snow, or he got Silver Snow routed, despite it being that way, like, developmentally, but it feels more like he shared it with someone else. Here, it feels like it's fully unique.
Leave it to me. Let's team up.
Okay. With that,
Initiating the operation.
protect for now.
To put a stop to Dimitri and Rhea.
Where are you?
I am counting on your support, Claude.
Thank you.
Well, we've come this far. We're not about to stop now.
Big range.
Why me?
Anyone here? Yes. Bolting is such a nice spell.
Those Ballistian catapults.
You tried.
Forgive my inept technique.
Oh, they're just dead. Easy. I'm just gonna let most of them, like, just roam around if I can let them. Oh, more reinforcements. Oh, yeah, there she is being attacked. I don't have a last unit, so he will be the closest.
All right, time to...
Close enough. Okay, Gerald even learned Fire Sweep. That's nice.
Monica is in danger. Do not worry about me. You must attend to her.
Say my girlfriend.
We'll strike at their weakest point.
Big fire.
Are you alright? You have my thanks. Now let us push back the enemy.
Hey, and there Marianne learned Thunderbolts. Oh yeah, I usually like to give at least someone the Water Sigil or Water Crest so that they can just keep spamming weapon arts. Which one? She goes a whole harem? Yes, true. As she should. Whee! Oh boy. No. Don't kill.
Don't tell me you plan.
Oh, are we actually gonna kill him here? Out of all my units. Oh, wait.
Pardon my ineptitude.
Heal.
I shall exert.
And you're gonna follow Edelgard.
You saved my life,
Okay, you gotta get rid of the reinforcements over here.
Your Majesty. I fight with all.
Hey, there's Varley. Oh, there's Varley.
I so desperately want to flee, but I can't very well do that with Her Majesty here.
Some backbone.
So that's the Empire's Minister of Religious Affairs. He heads up the Southern Church now. If he's in trouble, we should go help.
I know I should.
Let's try this.
And it will make the game go a little bit easier.
Take a breather. Thanks.
Oh, you're dead. Very dead. That was nearly 1,000 hits! Excuse me?
I hate to lose this stronghold.
Jesus Christ, Jess.
Her Majesty, all right. Do tell her I've been fighting valiantly. Set it aflame as we fly.
Oh boy.
Opportunity will not escape us.
Fire!
They are burning Garrett Mott. That's a bold move, Dimitri. You are simply radiant.
I'm shocked that actually the kingdom is burning it. Usually it's always the Empire trying to set fire to Garrett Mach. Probably got the Reyes blessing or something.
Ah, yes, the old set it on fire strategy. We should put that out
Pardon my ineptitude.
Okay, that's
I
funny.
shall initiating the opera. Let
before things get
my
messy.
turn.
Oh, yeah.
Some combat engineers on standby.
And there we go, Gerald learned both.
I got it.
At this rate, we'll overrun the monastery.
Not for long, Baron Barnabas. Why were you the one that I kept paying attention to?
All right, engineers, you're up. Don't let them start another fire.
You know what?
Can't stop me.
His name, Fair.
I'll be unable to bring it down.
Oh, it's actually almost down.
Did someone intentionally do this?
I need to move Constance back and save him.
Pardon my ineptitude. I
The wall collapsed.
At least I stayed with her.
He blocks too.
Oh, Ingrid. Oh, she's dead.
There you are, Edelgard. Your life is mine.
You're a lance user against Edelgard. I don't know what your thought process was. I'm just gonna keep going this way while I have Awakening active.
Alive. I mean, of course my death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
Sure it would. Oh, more of them?
Some enemies slip down the slope.
Okay.
We gotta take them down before they do something.
Heal him again. Meanwhile, Byleth is gonna try and stop these guys. Yep.
Stay out of my way. Actually, this is perfect.
Is he healed again?
I-
Go fully heal him.
Now I can avenge the Margrave as well.
Sorry.
Ah, sure, it's a Drisk. Now you're trying to tell me it's a Drisk.
King Claude, I cannot hold out any longer. I require assistance.
Oh, Byleth even defeated one of the enemies. I see. Don't run past me.
Sorry.
Oh, you're gonna be very dead.
Fight with me. Oh yeah.
She's working outdated info. We got weapon triangle back still a girl.
Me all you want.
Okay, with
Try
that,
this.
You go here.
Sorry.
Take a breather.
Hades and Aura, followed by this special.
We're the best.
I'm gonna follow your lead. I've got you now.
Jesus. And she's out of commission. That's how easy it is. Oh. What is this?
Not a problem.
Okay, yeah, I can barely move as chess. Interesting. But in that case, if he's
Pardon.
gonna do this...
Can't go on.
Okay, he's healed again, and now Constance can go for that key.
Ineptitude. I'm sorry. I have to fall back.
Yeah, chess with range buff is scary. I mean, look at this. I almost feel like the game itself wasn't designed with this range in mind. Fuck.
There's no way through.
There she is. Ignite the flames once more.
I'm in.
They will
Oh,
know
hi.
how deeply our rage burns.
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow. It ends here.
Nice. We almost got the kill counts.
Well, it seems the enemy attacked them. We won't be setting any more fires.
What a line.
Initiating the operation.
Well, they were unlikely to fall for the same trick twice.
Are we changing
Time
places?
for our next plan.
Oh, if I hadn't stopped them, something else would have happened. I see. You know what? Die, you two.
We should team up.
I'm shocked the Axe Assault actually has type effectiveness against the enemy.
Blame me all you want.
There we go. Didn't cost him anything.
My turn.
Oh, you're dead.
Not a problem. Why me?
And die. Yep, I got a key.
Let's try this.
To me!
Thank you.
This stronghold will fall.
I forgot her thing is light magic.
Ineptitude. I'm in.
Thank you, Monica. Oh! Don't hurt me. Nice.
Initiating the operation.
No one that can really fight.
No problem. I got
That
it.
should take care of
Let's
Get
try
over
this.
there.
Let's see how
all the
Take a
enemy
breather.
commanders around here.
Yep, immediately 1,000 hits. You know, fuck you.
You all on.
Constance, go back and heal.
Ineptitude. We must do something.
Hopefully I can actually get back in time. Now I'm almost wondering if I should have given her the Penetrative Droner. Yep, he's in danger, I know. Actually, how's his health doing? I believe in her. Actually, no, I don't.
Counting on you.
I actually can't get over there. I didn't see. I have to believe. Oh, thank God.
Pardon my
That was a little too close.
Dimitri's most loyal retainer. I must be getting
And let's do that again.
close
So glad I decided to fully heal him earlier. Yeah, I will have Constance also just defend him now. I thought he would actually handle it. I thought it was something else killing him.
To my last pathetic breath.
And all of them are dead. Jesus Christ! That took the entire keep!
You're always bailing me out. Help me return the favor someday.
I think I'm actually gonna send Violet up here, just in case. I have a feeling.
Fight to the end. That would bring great pain to His Majesty.
Have you heard about Overkill?
Now eliminate Dimitri and force the kingdom troops to retreat.
Now where is Dimitri?
I've got you now. I'm sorry.
Okay, now you're dead. Or dying.
Unfortunate for us both.
Live.
This is futile. Forgive my inept technique. Unfortunate for us. Control of Garrett Mox, and just in case.
Keep healing.
Position here and stop the enemy from invading. I cannot allow you to do this alone, Your Majesty. Please, permit me to fight alongside you.
I've long awaited this day, Edelgard. Your tyranny ends.
Okay, where are you?
This is
Oh, you are there.
Thanks.
Okay.
Ineptitude.
No one that I can even heal. Well, I can heal her.
My turn.
No, this is not good. We can't let Edelgard die.
We must seize this opportunity while the Kingdom army is engaged.
Uh-oh.
Quickly, capture- Initiate
You're going back here.
the front gate of the monastery.
Yep, there's Rhea.
Initiating the operation.
Fight here. Okay, so both are main missions. One won't end before the other.
This opportunity slip by. Get on over to Garrett Mock.
No, 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 no.
She popped up out of nowhere. Is there another secret path we don't know about?
Sorry.
The Kingdom Cavalry and the Church are launching an attack on our stronghold.
Oh, there we go. Marianne got all the skills. Just checking. Okay, yeah, I have the kills I need as well.
Don't give him a chance to retaliate.
Oh yeah, whoosh. Blame me all you want.
He's still alive.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
No reason to hold back before the enemy of the Margrave and my people.
Right, right. But on the other hand, it would make my day if you withdrew. No?
Garrett Mock is certainly a strategic location. But is it truly essential to the kingdom?
Oh, well, I'm seeing...
Pardon my ineptitude.
Go here and heal.
We can
I'm now probably gonna get the dialogue between Rhea and Violet.
Yes.
Yep. There they are.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools.
Mm-hmm.
Return the land you stole from us.
If it's my head you're after, you'll have to risk your own to take it.
Oh, I feel like I am.
With everything you've got. Hold nothing back.
Get me your stun gauge.
No looking back.
I have to swap.
I'm in.
You know what to do.
This shouldn't kill Rhea. But this will keep her away.
It ends here.
Yep, there she is.
We must hurry to the rescue.
You look so much like
Haha.
If true, why would you fight me?
Because fuck you.
Act as if we've met.
You think such feeble attacks will
People?
Arrogant is our church's most sacred site. We must reclaim it.
Yeah, I think I need to unattach Gerald. That's what I also assumed. Hi, buddy.
Retribution for violating this sacred ground.
This is our chance to take out the Archbishop. We must not let it pass us by.
Come on. Attack her. Yeah, there we go.
I'm on it. I'll lend a hand.
Everyone else attack here. Except for Constance. Constance, you should heal Barnabas.
I never would have thought to find you among the Federation forces.
Oh, you're going to attack, that's why.
Yes. Just wish facing you in battle wasn't one of them.
Only a little more, and Garrett Mock will be mine again.
Uh-huh. Say that, but everyone here just got healed, and you're dead. You two attack here.
Pardon my ineptitude.
We changing places?
Oh, did I win? I
Opportunity
missed.
has slipped through our fingers, but we shall return. The next time you will not be
Actually,
so
I'm gonna
fortunate.
wait a little bit. Maybe we won't kill him in time.
I'm sorry.
We managed to hold out, but Rhea got away.
Bother.
Wait, she got away?
You are simply radiant. Why must it come to this?
Nice kill. Yeah, all of them are dead.
I got it.
That means you can die.
Under the strongholds.
Die, 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 die!
If the church has withdrawn, then we need not risk our lives any longer.
And just like that, a full retreat? Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Alright, time for us to
This
betray
war
him.
won't end until Rhea's dead. Get ready for a chase, everyone.
Oh yeah, since she lived, I thought maybe we caught her. I was kind of caught up in the moments.
We won.
Well, did we?
Thanks to you.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
Well, we're about to get killed. Or... to kill.
My allies deserve all the praise.
Nice magic.
I want to...
Alright, time for some notes. Oh, Aura was just level 1?
Hey, that's not half bad.
It ain't. That's why I'm gonna... Oh shit.
I'll put this to good use.
Hold on. I know that you got both of your sword skills up, Gerald, so don't even try me with that one. And then we have you, who got bow. Marianne, it was Thunderbolt and Ward Arrow. Beautiful. Ooh, nice book. Crest of Karen allows the matching crest bearer to use Agnes Arrow when wielding it. I'm more interested in what this does. Hey, collector, your arsenal's full. Please select equipment to sell. Oops. Apparently I have too many things. I didn't even know I was this full. If I knew, I would have spent some time selling shit. Yeah, let's sell these. And another Master Seal. And 10 renown, let's go!
Thank you, Claude. I owe you a great debt.
You sound resentful while saying so.
Yeah, we really saved your skin. Though I'm sure you would have preferred to have us in your debt instead. Must really chafe having the shoe on the other foot.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you know.
If all you plan to do is mock me, then perhaps I'll not honor the debt after all.
Hey, it was just a joke. Just something Lawrence said. Nothing for your Imperial Majesty to worry about. Jokes aside, do you have a minute? Eager as I am to get back out there and chase down our enemies, we need to talk.
If you insist. What is it?
Right now, the Federation and the Empire are fighting together against the Kingdom. But honestly, I have no desire to see Fargus in ruins. I'm only after the Central Church.
At this point, though, wouldn't you say the two are one and the same?
I'm not so sure. When Dimitri decided to grant sanctuary to the Central Church, he really wasn't in any position to refuse. If he had, the chaos that ensued would have torn Fargus apart. But what if things are adding up differently now? It's clear the war will drag on so long as he continues to shelter them. Besides, the Federation's Eastern Church and the Empire's Southern Church are both operating independent of Rhea's influence. The Central Church must be looking like a pretty heavy burden to Dimitri right about now.
Perhaps, but the Archbishop has far more influence in Fargus than anywhere else. Even if Dimitri has changed his mind, I doubt those around him would be open to the idea. The fact remains that the Kingdom has yet to show any sign of severing ties with the Central Church. They stand beside them even now.
This is just a theory. Well, actually, it's more like wild speculation.
Game?
But what if the reason Dimitri tried to take Garrick Mach was because he wanted to distance himself from the Church? By facilitating Rhea's return to Garrick Mach, he could be trying to set the stage to break away.
That's an interesting theory. Do you have any evidence to support it?
Not really, but that's the impression I got when I saw Dimitri on the battlefield. To be honest, it didn't even occur to me before now. We were so determined to take down Rhea in that battle, we never spared a thought for Dimitri's motivations.
I see. Had it occurred to you sooner, you would have had quite the decision to make. About whether to leave me for dead, I mean.
Yes!
After all, if the Central Church was really leaving the Kingdom to return here, abandoning me would have been the expedient choice.
Oh, come on, Edelgard. Sure, we've had our differences, but that doesn't mean I want you dead.
I'm happy to hear you say that, even if it is a lie.
You wound me. It's the honest truth, from the bottom of my heart.
So you say. No matter, you should continue to do as you see fit. And I will do all I can to bring this war to an end.
Sounds like a plan. Let's end this war. Right now, that's all that matters.
The Kingdom Army and the Church's forces have withdrawn and are fleeing north. The mercenaries are already in pursuit.
And the Federation army will join in the chase. Give the order to the rest of the troops.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've got a pretty good guess as to which mercenaries are leading the hunt. I'd better pick up the pace. Edelgard, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, Claude, we will not be far behind.
The Federation army is going to beat us to the punch. We should give chase as well.
I agree. Send a fifth of our army to pursue them. I will accompany them myself. Dispatch half of the remaining forces to the Western Front, and assign the other half to defend and repair the monastery.
Only a fifth? Are you sure that will be enough?
There's nothing to worry about. With the Federation army present, our hands will be tied regardless. Besides, if we neglect to leave the monastery sufficiently guarded, I fear I'll never hear the end of it from Count Varley.
It's the truth, I swear. Suddenly puts an arrow back in his back pocket.
Did we lose them? I was
Ah,
hoping
here
we
he
could at least
goes.
tell our allies where they went. What?
Oh, not just...
Here we go. I may have been writing notes to prepare for this upcoming
Golden
battle.
Wildfire. The hour of vengeance.
Yeah, these chapters are essentially the same all the time.
Our two favorite mercenaries were supposed to be leading the charge. So where are they?
It's strange that we haven't heard from them yet. I can't imagine they'd fall for a kingdom ambush, but...
We have a problem, Your Majesty. A group of mysterious mages has appeared just ahead. It looks like they're preparing to intercept us.
Mysterious mages?
Are we dealing with those who slither in the dark again? What objective could they possibly be
Yes.
pursuing now?
Not a clue, but we should hurry. If it's a fight they want, we don't have much choice but to oblige them.
Your Majesty, I've spotted the mercenaries among the enemy force. And they appear to be fighting each other. I don't know the details, but it seems as though our commander attacked the Ashen Demon.
What? Don't tell me.
Have our fears come to pass? Was our friend truly part of those who slither in the dark all this time?
It's too soon to say for sure.
Okay, so some
We know
fear,
Varley is
but
capable of both
still
controlling and
not
impersonating people.
straight out like dishonesty.
Back at the
Or,
academy, the person we thought was Tomas
you
was
know.
really Solon all along. So for all we know, our friend could actually be somewhere else entirely.
See?
Whatever
Good
the
assumption.
case, we have to keep going after Dimitri. That'll take us right through where the two of them were sighted. We'll drive off those fiends, try to grab our friend or whoever's impersonating them, and figure out what's going on afterwards.
Our
We can afford
friend.
to do that, right?
We can't afford not to. It would be an unspeakable loss if we slew the alleged imposter, only to learn we had inadvertently killed our friend.
Then it's settled. We'll stop them and get to the bottom of this.
Alright. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll finish these notes I'm currently writing. There we go. So defeat Chess, protect Byleth. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Claude. They want me to use Baltus and Lysithea. I can oblige. We already saved Byleth before with Gerald, so I can keep him there. I'm gonna have Constance and Lawrence again, because they didn't get what I wanted them to. I'm gonna keep heal on, because I'm probably gonna need to heal Chess here. Or no, Byleth. Other than that, Anti-Mage is good. Swarm, yes. And I think Hilda is the one I want here. So, Claude can go alongside. Marianne got 2 of her things. Is there anything else she needs? She needs break shots. And that's the only thing that he can give her. So, break shot, and Fallen Star. It's gonna drain his weapon durability like hell, though. Constance, I'll keep her as it. No, actually, I'm gonna listen to my previous advice and give her Feathers of Draenor. This should make it so that, you know, she can easily heal. I could also make her a Cavalier, but I can't. You were with Hilda. Hilda needs Swarm. That finishes that dialogue. Nothing else really of use here. Anti-mage. Where is the anti-mage swords? There we go. And then finally, who do I use finally? Everyone else has their supports done. I can go Linhardt and Bernadetta, where Bernadetta gives Linhardt some of the skills.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
There you are.
I'm going to doze off.
Yes, you are. Take hosts. Yes, yes. I can swap your class now, since you're not an active unit. Yeah, here, lightning assist. Take his. And you can take a different class. Assassin. And that in turn, here. Fine. I guess I'll grab a lesser weapon so that you can swap with me. I will then steal the water stone from him. Linhardt wants Deadeye and Flame Volley. Beautiful. Here, there's not really any good battalion to use here, so I'm just gonna use an Lance one. Just doing a double check. You can grab a better sword. And you guys had knowledge gems, so Water Dragon Sign, Lightning Dragon Sign, which will just give me better here. Okay, you. Agile Dexterity. Why not? Alright. I think that's the setup I want for now. This map is actually surprisingly difficult to get A rank on. Oh yeah, is there a way for me to actually see what my, like, rewards are gonna be on this map?
Let's try this.
First of all,
let's try this.
Go to her.
Please, I'll lend you my strength.
You go.
All right.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh, if I'm up. This should be easy.
Yeah, let's do this.
There. You can actually go anywhere, so you're gonna start going for the enemy.
Now it is. I will show you what.
Pardon my ineptitude.
Actually, you'll go there. You can start going towards here.
You until my dying breath. Get back here.
I'll swap to Lysithia. There we go.
You can count on me.
Why did I give this to Lysithia? Lysithia is gonna get her stuff back so fast. Oh, so fast. I'm a speedy nude. Hi, Solon. Ow. Ow!
We cannot proceed unless we eliminate those mages.
Forgive my inept technique.
I shall aid you.
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. Put you out of your misery, beast.
Uh-huh. What misery? Okay.
Pardon.
That already did almost half of my remaining health.
My ineptitude.
No problem, I got it.
Yep, I don't have any food to, like, make sure that I get my stuff. Lower the defense. Fire! Yeah, she can heal herself. Die. Yeah, I know she's in trouble.
Come on, snap out of it.
Give me my special. There we go. You can start running over here.
Oh yeah, we'll show him.
You're not wrong, Rockman. Okay. That killed them?
It's my turn.
You should be dying.
I'm not a child.
Okay, go fly.
Tired of playing with you ingrates.
I could have swapped the class that Violet is, but not really that necessary.
Stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It kind of does.
What's going on? This isn't like you at all. Okay, I guess you're not in a listening mood either.
Defeat chest. Yeah, I'm done with this one.
You can count on me. I'll do it's Birdie's time to shine.
You can start going over here.
Sure.
You go over here and help Constance.
I must move us away from all these foolish distractions.
What's that? Some kind of warping magic? They must
Yes.
have gone somewhere else.
Okay, now I can go here and heal.
No problem, I got it.
And Marianne learned Break Shot.
We need a group to pursue them while the rest of us fan out in case they warp again. We'll have to
I now know the exact route to keep going.
enter the stronghold.
I've played this map so many times.
Why do you insist on interfering?
Thanks for the assist.
Nice. Okay, you're done.
More of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
Persistent words.
Come on. Yep, right in front of me.
Let's try this.
You guys over here.
Let's see how this goes.
Constance, help.
Aw, they warped again? Come on.
That mercenaries. No. It cannot
Easy.
be.
Yes, it can.
Let's do that thing we do.
Yeah, you know, the thing we do. Well, I barely missed Chess. But Chess wasn't the main target here. The main problem is getting kill counts in this level. And honestly, killing the leader of the room like that is detrimental.
To slip away.
Oh, there it keeps go. They keep going. They're gonna show up where Lysithia is stationed.
It's Birdie's time to
He's pursuing Dimitri through the mountains. They're that close by? And we need to wrap it.
Almost got the kills.
I'm sorry.
Still chasing me? You certainly are tenacious.
Technique.
What is the Federation army doing? This is our chance to capture him.
Oh, we know.
I could take a lesson.
Yeah, doing
from
good.
Resistance.
Yep.
Leave it to me.
Okay, good. Oh, hey, Blue Gauge. Oh, you're enemies. Go over here.
We changing places?
You're still over here. I thought you would have gone. Gotcha, word. Have a good day. No, 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 no. Mm. Okay, there's no gauge here. Nice. Okay, that should take care of Chess's remaining health in this place. Yep.
Let's try this.
Gonna send myself down over here.
I dislike ending things on a low note. As such, prepare to die.
Oh, and die. With that, Claude can actually open his chest. Okay, we're gonna get enough kills. Uh-oh.
You can count on I'll go
Over here.
Watch closely. I'm sorry.
Kill others while my Cynthia's getting over there.
Apologies.
And die.
Not quite. No time to slow down.
Here we go.
What a nuisance.
I'm shocked she has yet to learn. I missed both spells. Never mind, I missed one spell. You know what? No, die. Good job. Okay, she's down. Okay, they're dead too.
We'll be sure to question them later.
We should team up.
Here we go. This room should now be done as well.
Oh yeah, we'll show 'em. Blame me all you want.
Okay, we should now have the kills. Now we all just need to meet up over here.
Pardon my ineptitude. My presence hardly seems necessary.
Okay.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
No, I'm glad you're all right. What was that about, anyway?
Are you sure?
Go back over here.
If I must wring the life from you by my own
Can I get the stat?
then so be it.
Okay, freeze. I have 30 seconds to kill this guy.
Careful, you're not getting away this
Oh,
time.
that I got.
You're ready.
Watch closely.
Okay, 2 specials, you should be dead.
Together we're invincible. Out of my way.
There we go. S rank first try. I'll just go through this one.
To be bested by such a despicable beast as this one.
Okay, alright. Claude, everyone else had the excuse they had to run up to him. You could shoot.
I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this, Solon. But without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Zaharas, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
So, you've come here to strike me down yourself. I thought you a smarter foe than that, Edelgard.
Really? You think you'll win this fight? The upper hand is clearly mine in this moment. All I have to do is buy some time.
So you say. Then I suppose I must test your resolve.
And suddenly... Oh! Nice arrow.
Not so fast, you two. I don't want to miss all the fun.
I wouldn't say no. So what do you want to do? This power, it's...
Bye! Alright, what does this give me? A giant shell! Yay!
I think I'm improving.
This it.
Oh, better dance here.
I think it's making sense now.
And break shots. There is over here. And with that, the only weapon skill art that she has that she can learn is Precision Volley and Tornado Shot, both of which are not part of Claude.
This is quite fascinating.
Deadeye from Bernadetta. He, on the other hand, has a lot to learn. And Bernadetta has almost everything. I got 10 renown! I would not be surprised if this gives me Blood and Gone. And we've been through this.
Golden wildfire. Into the chasm.
Yeah, we're an hour into the stream, and we've done 2 of the 4 remaining chapters. Granted, the last one is going to be long.
Where am I?
Stay where you are. It would be best if you refrained from bringing out any weapons as well.
Wait, Edelgard? Hold on. What are all 3 of you doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
That's the long and short of it. But isn't all of this your doing?
When we awoke, we found ourselves here, in this dark and ominous void.
Don't tell me you can't remember what happened. You suddenly transformed and started attacking your friends. Luckily, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But it wasn't long before you came to and escaped. I was told that you were acting like someone else entirely.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my
Oh
head.
oh
We've
yeah.
known each other for a few years.
It seems like it's gonna be mostly the same dialogue.
And you claim this
I know how there are 2 things. The first is that Arval's magic.
Yeah.
How can you be? Because I don't feel them.
I don't mean for this to be an interrogation.
Well, you do seem to be your old...
At the very least.
About that, if we can find them and figure out what...
That's...
It sure does.
In that case...
Alright, I'm back over here. And apparently my phone really wants to in the updates. Listen to what everyone has to say. I want to check this thing again and see what can I actually do here. Okay, so I can't train, but I can level up. It's funny seeing 68, 120. Acquire class. Yeah, no. Mock battle. Yeah, this is the perfect time to do a mock battle, guys. I'm almost curious if it would actually be in this area if I tried a mock battle, but probably not. I'm just gonna see here. Oh! Actually, looking at a couple things. my Claude has some skills that Chess would love to have. And by some, I mean one, and one, I mean break shot. Hunger is the true enemy. Meanwhile, I don't think the same applies the opposite direction. Unless... Claude, do you have dark spikes? Yes, you do. Never mind. I can keep this spell combo. Yeah. Warm cloak. Yeah. Anti-magic. Wait, no, that's not anti-magic. This is anti-magic. And Wing Shredder 2 just kill him, so... Hi!
I wonder...
It is strange to fight alongside those who would otherwise be my mortal enemies. However, we have no choice but to cooperate. I shall do what I can to help. It's actually nice having such a formidable foe in our side, even if temporarily. Yes, we have a truce until we can make our escape. So I'm at your service. I'm quite skilled at anything requiring physical strength. I must say, return to my compatriots as soon as possible. Let us see what we can find around here. Oh, what are these two talking about? Now, have you seen this?
This isn't how I imagined.
Oh, yeah, I believe
I
so.
don't think anyone's. Even now that I'm the king of the Federation,
Oh, no?
it looks like I'm as unreliable as ever.
Actually, that's new.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a
We aren't
bore
already?
sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Federation, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist.
Okay, yeah, this is more similar to their old dialogue.
Has a much closer relationship with
So it seems to be mostly just like bring up Federation instead of Alliance.
Were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one.
Oh.
I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place.
Yeah, more or less the same, but more Federation. I'm at a real loss here. What do you think about Chess? What do you think, Chess? Any flashes of inspiration about where we are?
I'm stumped.
Actually, I have a feeling I already know the answer. Oh boy, things are not looking up. Worry. Yeah, I do know. What's going on? I just hope we can all get back safe. Being pessimistic won't get us anywhere. I'm not about to let myself rot away in here. On the bright side, we're trapped with the two most stubborn people on the planet. I'm sure we can get through this if we work together. Oh yeah, need to check. Very important. Supply, battalion. No, I can't eat. Oh wait, I have an award. Nice. I'm so close to getting literally everything, and I kind of want this one. But most of the achievements are like, yeah, go on expeditions, and I've been neglecting that to hell and back. What a terrible predicament we're in. I wonder what will happen if we never escaped. Cloud isn't hiding anything from me, is he? It's been hard to trust him entirely. He's not, I promise. Besides, trusting him is the only option you got right now. Well, at the very least, I doubt he would betray you, since you're his close friend. For now, let us explore this area and see if we can find any clues. And they're talking together.
Dimitri, we need to talk. I'm just gonna come out and say it. After the war...
Oh, this is the same dialogue as after the Dimitri one.
You're going to do away with the church?
Yes.
That's right. Think about it. Who steals your freedom and who forces...
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through this. If there's anything different, sue me. Inspect. Embark. Now I just wish it would tell me what I get for this mission. Not that I doubt I will beat it.
You can't tell. Let's try.
Good idea. It's... Look out!
There we go.
So it failed. Had our eye.
And I'm just gonna keep going again.
Oh, none can escape.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens.
Something. If this.
Then I. Arvel. What? My do that.
Yeah, we've been through this. Okay, but I already more or less made us good to go. This should be able to make it so that I can kill a lot of people at once and get the thing fast. Get the kill count fast. Dual leader's ploy, I will replace that from one heart, one mind. Other than that... Axe breaker? No, I don't need that. Muster? No. Oh yeah, I discovered that apparently the pass ability is mistranslated. It is, the pass ability says, like, it makes it easier for you to do the perfect guard. It means perfect dodge. Or it wants to say perfect dodge instead. Ooh, special power instead of patience. No. Okay, what about you? Essence of Wind, that's fine. Usher Wisdom, no. Well. Yeah, that's one heck of a mistranslation. And in the patch, they didn't fix it. Additional volley. Gauntlet Breaker, don't need that. Secret of Greatness. Yeah, sure. There's no strongholds here. And while there's a mage, you're not gonna kill it. And you two, you have La Brenda, and you have, yeah, Great Lord. Don't really have any special abilities, though. Oh! I never knew you had that. Or, wait, do you also have that? Oh. Good to know. Ah, shit, you have Apex Lance. Of course you do. Makes it easier to knock back enemies in proportion to how much lower the enemy strength is. Class action better. And I guess, yeah. Reduce damage depending on charm. Guarantees burn, enemies will combust. And smites. Wait. Oh, yeah, just bigger, better. Stronger, faster. Okay.
I don't know what's...
You two are going to work together, and you're gonna like it.
Let's try this. What's going on? But I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Yes! I'm sorry about what I'm about to do.
It must be a double.
If so, it's completely distinct from the real thing.
Yep, here we go.
Sorcery indeed. Majesty, why are you consorting with the enemy? He's right where you want him.
Jesus Christ!
This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at me.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow. You can't fool me.
And if the dude is here, that means if I use a spell on him, he's dead.
Don't do this. I can't believe you would hurt me.
I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
Already killed a third.
There. It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No.
Oh no, kill the person. And I'm almost halfway there.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
Yep, here's her. She's very dead because magic.
One thing, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
It's not a bad idea.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Understandable. I told her, yeah, but the problem is, I'm chess.
Now, when might I see the real...
Okay. I like how I'm still better than him because I have the Wing Shredder.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Why are you helping the Emperor, wretch? If you mourn your friends, avenge them. It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end.
Stop playing the kind soul. Everything we've ever wanted is before us, right for the taking. If you're really me, then you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck.
Burn. And this should take her. No? This then. I missed. There.
We change or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
Well, I can do that too, you know. But I will do more damage to you. Nope. No wind got on me. Get attacked. Of course. They stopped my attack.
Take a breather.
Oh, got the kill already. Yeah, I'm halfway done as well. You don't have those, right?
That's the last of the illusions. illusions.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain
Oh.
they're not real.
Oh, let me get there first. Let me get there first. Let me get there first. Thank God.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Just gonna wait for him to spawn in before I start using my awakening.
You four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place.
Hi, get over here. Or, even better.
I'll protect you. Don't let anyone get away.
Seriously, no one? I got you now.
That is half dead.
But you are forcing my hand.
Time to kill myself. Okay, I never got. Nope. Ow!
This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
Ah, there you are. My partner in destiny.
Not a problem. You're not Arbol. Even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place.
Uh-huh.
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you. Not often a gal gets to fight her son. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. Thinks like me.
Oh, I will take 5% damage. Yeah, I got this. Alright, there I am too. You followed me. And dead.
Won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's
Yep.
over.
As long as you fight by my side, I don't care.
And we're just gonna do this and go for the kill.
It seems I'm forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
You say that as if I would not absolutely destroy you.
Time to finish this.
Enough. How much more must I sacrifice?
Not enough, I guess. Let's go.
This isn't over.
Let's go. And let's watch this cutscene again.
Be gone with you. The cycle of this world must be protected.
The cutscenes look so much better than the regular Three Hopes or Three Houses.
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. You are to me.
I'm glad it seems like Engage is also going the same direction with cutscenes.
It's incredible.
It feels like Three Houses wanted to use a how do I put it? They wanted to stylize their cutscenes and kind of try to go something alongside Into the Spider-Verse with its kind of like special frame rates, but it ended up looking so bad. And I'm glad they went back to the Awakening style of cutscenes. I assume they had Echo's team and worked around that. Yeah, but then at least they had the excuse of being somewhat on the 3DS. Okay, there's Blutengong. But yeah, still, like, it felt like just the direction, like, no one told him that it didn't look good. Crashbear can use Beast Fang when wielding it. And I think that is all the sword ones. And maybe all the relics? Yes.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that?
Arvel, or Epimenides, perhaps we should just consider.
Fair enough.
I can't speak for Adel. Whatever's in store for us.
I wouldn't have been able to. Letting you walk away may not be the soundest of tactics, but at this point I see no other option.
Agreed. Let's consider all debts paid.
Not that the said team does bad work by any means, but the framey content is what it is. Yeah, they're trying for a style that just doesn't work.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Right. I gotta admit, I never saw any of this coming.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
In that case, I will depart as well. I'm sure everyone must be quite concerned for me by now.
See you both on the other side of this war. Well, my friend, are you ready to get out of here? We still have one more enemy to deal with before all of this can end. Archbishop Rhea awaits.
All right. Field of Beginnings.
Golden Wildfire. Field of Beginnings. The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Tailtean Plains, where Seros and Nemesis long ago.
So we're not going to be fighting at Garreg Mach again. I assumed they wouldn't, but it was a bit weird.
It's not much further to Kingdom territory. Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Tailtean Plains and make our way to Ferdiad.
The plains of Tailtean are the largest in all of Fargus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army changed course to travel west, and Edelgard went after them. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Fargus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
To not endanger civilians.
Dimitri is counting on Claude.
To temporarily rule the capital to dissolve the Central Church.
The Central Church is just a millstone around the Kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church and is therefore using us to bring about its demise? I have heard that the Central Church aided the Kingdom when civil war broke out.
But
perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
Yeah.
But that's... No. I suppose this is the nature of war.
There's more to it than that. The kingdom and the church have a long history, full of reasons why the king can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blethid cut down the Adrestian emperor of his day.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like how this is like you're saying that Dimitri has realized that the Central Church is not the way to go for the future, and he needs to stop them in some way. And this is the way he chooses because, you know, he can't really directly oppose them due to the history and the vitriol it would cause in his own kingdom.
In fact, their battle took place on the Tailtean Plains, which we're just about to cross. The church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blethid's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri wants the fledgling Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
You can count on it. And if they run off to Ferdiad, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's the spirit. You know, kid, you've really become someone we can depend on. And now, Your Majesty, we await your official order.
You got it, Judith. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
Oh, wait, there are multiple maps? Really? I'm shocked. Wow. Wait, wasn't this the case with Dimitri as well? Thank you, phone.
I have a proposal.
Dexterity, defense, charm.
I'll get everything ready.
One step at a time.
You have rejoined your allies. Can't hear Orwell anymore? Yeah. Each round has 2 chapters with only one main battle, and the Golden Mapper already has its 2. Well, time to defeat.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Okay, main thing is Byleth. There you are. Who to increase the gauge with? Yes. I think Byleth is the only one that doesn't have maxed out support right now. Let me double check that one.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
Yes. Literally the only one that doesn't have maxed out supports is Byleth. Hey, look! Someone maxed out! Let me just real quick make it so that note keeping in the future for myself is not gonna be an issue. And Chore Master, volunteer. Where's Byleth? There you are. Yes.
We all must do our fair share.
I'm kind of gonna abuse this a little bit. Train. Okay. You. Class. Here. Now, I need to actually check convoy on most of these guys. Anyone here? No. So yes, he needs axe and... Wait, axe? Oh, I need to increase his class. So yes, axe, bow, and lance on him. Brawl on him. Bow on him. And everything on him. Those are the ones I need to train.
Time to work you into shape.
Well, need. But first of all, Holst, take this.
The more I can do.
No. Okay, but with that then, swap your class. Bow. Holsts, yes. Gatekeeper, yes. Actually, I'm gonna put him alongside someone that can help him a little bit with the training there. Then I think it was just swap you, find Linhardt, and brawling, yeah.
Not gonna forget.
Okay, swap you. Well, actually, no.
Training can be the difference between victory
Claude. Bishop. I've now gotten to the point where advanced seals are not an issue. Sure, just do this for now. Train.
Hey, that's not half bad.
Yeah, archers are good just because they usually give assists.
Very nice.
So now I can make him
Time to work
a bow knight. What does that give him? Nothing anymore, so he can end here.
Just tell me.
Nope. Double checking. Okay, he has every single skill line right now. I think his special class is gauntlets though, or brawling. But I'm not 100% confident on that answer.
Even in
Okay. Oh, Linhardt.
I wish this was for.
And now he has A rank brawling. You already have sword, lance, axe, bow. Okay, you have everything. There. Now let me just double check Linhardt if I can find him again. There. Oh yeah, axes. You are shit at axe. And Holst is still working his cavalier. And out of training. And human silence. Nice.
Time to work you into shape.
And Holst. Paladin.
The more I can.
Sure.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Let me go over here. Grab the items.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Blacksmith. Unleash effects. Okay, what does these do? Oh, Wit Strike and Subversion. Drastically increases critical hit rate for magical attacks. That's nice.
Is this it?
And this one is Relentless Magic. Oh!
Is this it?
Oh boy! Yeah, that's just sounds really good for her. Main thing though, I already have 3 swords that are 100, and I only have 1 tome. So making one that is for the mages would be good.
Is this it?
Now, the main problem though is...
Is this it?
Wait, no, Reforged. That's not the button I want. Wait, no, is it? It is.
Is this it?
Upgraded 3 more times.
Is this it? Is this it?
And the rest will go into the actual stats of the weapon. Oh, yep, there we go. Durability is more important for me right now.
Is this it?
Because that allows me to just spam.
See you around.
Go to Anna. Hey, what do you sell?
Interesting.
A struggle on the Telltale Plains. Just thinking out loud. I'm quite surprised, but I used to do a ton of business at Garrick Mark a long time ago. You see people from the Central Church all the time. That's all.
Well, hello there.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm buying 60 of these.
Thanks a bunch.
Alright. Now we are gonna do this nice and slow. And by that I mean, yep. Oh, cutscene.
Your Majesty, I am glad to see that you are safe. I am fine, Gustav. My apologies for worrying you. What is your report on the situation in the West? For the moment, we are holding the line against the Empire's offensive. The news that your Majesty has arrived at the Silver Maiden will do wonders for the soldiers' morale. Unfortunately, the same can be said for our enemy. The Emperor pursued me here, and should be joining her forces at the front. But no matter how high the enemy's morale, they will not find Arianrode an easy prize to take.
Yeah!
In that case, perhaps our concern should lie with Lady Rhea and the Knights of Ceros. Ah, yes. The Kingdom army parted with them to deal with the Imperial forces here in the West. I have heard nothing of their fate since. Were they able to reach Camulus safely? No, Your Majesty. They have stopped in the northern region of the Teutonic Plains to prepare for battle. They intend to meet the Federation army there? It is likely they determined that with the Kingdom army unable to leave the Western Front, they would not be able to withstand a siege at Camulus. They have assessed the situation correctly then. The Kingdom army cannot spare enough troops to break a siege at this moment. But if Camulus is taken, Ferdiad itself may well fall to the forces of Leicester. To prepare for that contingency, I have ordered our citizens in the capital and the surrounding area to evacuate to Gautier territory. But does Claude truly wish to destroy Fargus? Somehow I doubt it.
Your Majesty, a message from Duke Fraldarius. The Imperial Army seems to be taking more aggressive action. He would like you to brief the commanders on the current state of the war.
Understood. I will be there shortly. But Your Majesty, what of the Central Church? Gustav, we will do what must be done to safeguard our people, no matter how great the cost. Were we to bow down to the Empire and accept the Southern Church, Fargus would fall to ruin. A great many of our people would die. However, the Federation has shown us a way to avoid such a terrible fate. Then there is truly no other way? We are deeply indebted to the Central Church. Yet it is a debt that I cannot repay. I will gladly accept whatever punishment I must. If it means saving even one more of my people's lives, then as the King of Fargus, no sacrifice is too great.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Gustav. Your Majesty, if this is
Oh.
the path you have chosen, then I will walk it with you until the very end.
I'm surprised Gustav wasn't. I respect your answer, but I will go and do my thing that I believe in. Shocking answer from Gustav. Mithril. Mithril overall is just more valuable to me. Hey, Master Steels. Sure. Time to defeat a true enemy once again. Because last time we did figure out that it kind of resets
Hunger is the true enemy.
who can and can't eat every time you do one map.
Solid.
This is one of...
Gusta got way more character development despite insanely less screen time. Yes. Back to the map. Oh, we are going a specific path, it seems like. Lysithia? No. Defense have been the stat I don't quite like. You refuse, I'm gonna do that later. Morale. Oh yeah. Back. Min-maxing, let's go!
Hunger is the true
Meal. So yeah, weapon durability, awakening fatal gauge rage. Start with awakening fatal gauge rage rate. Okay. Raphael once again.
Solid.
This is one of my...
Come back when
Nice. Back to the map. One more activity point. Can't hold any more supplies. Sure.
Hey.
Level for gauntlets. Raphael. Battle trance.
What say you?
Spirit dust. Lavish. Oh yeah, this is the guy that wants me to help out. Survey spot. 33 or higher strength? Well, sure. Oh, Sight of Stereo. Okay, supplies.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its
Cooking.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Awakening Gauge and start a battle. Violet, do you like all of these foods?
Solid.
Wait, does Violet like everything? Is that the gimmick here?
This is one of my...
That might be the gimmick.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the
Like
true
if I press here. No, it doesn't love that one. Or it just does. No, okay.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Yeah, they might just have things they don't love.
Did you know?
But. Oh, pff. I know it's kind of late to bring this up, but I don't agree with how we've been fighting. You must feel the same way, right? Come on, you can tell me. I guess our decisions have been a little haphazard. Like we're just rolling with the punches. There's nothing wrong with that. We did the best with what the hand we're dealt. Then what do you have a problem with? We fight all day but never get to party! Claus is usually all about that. Once this battle's over, I'm gonna insist he throws us a banquet. I'm talking pork, poultry, and the biggest hunk of mutton you've ever seen. You do you. Let's capture the thieves. Do some minor mass before we keep going on. The ones who want to fight on this map, though, are... Oh. There isn't a list, because, oops. Haven't done any map in a little while. So, let's see here. Who on swords? Windsweep, everyone has it. Mortal Struggle, Baltus doesn't have it. So, Baltus and Chess. There he is. And then we can have... Holtz has Windsweep. He will learn Finesse Blade, or Master Finesse Blade when he can, but he isn't at that point yet. Gatekeeper also doesn't have these skills, but he's also not at the point where he can learn them. Lance skills. Leone should be able to teach Claude. Nothing, actually. Why did I have her listed up here under Lance, under Claude? But on Hilda, that's the case. So I will take Hilda and Leonie with Frozen Lance. So Hilda, Leonie. Now, while we've got this new fancy tome, it's not good for Hilda. Like, if we look at her stats, 55 strength, 38 magic, would prefer magic. But there. Leonie. Oh, I misunderstood when I had tapped Leonie here earlier. Nope, it was correct. But I need Glowing Ember and I need Shatter Slash. There we go. It does suck a little bit how Hilda only has the one skill she can teach to someone. And essentially almost everyone in Golden Deer has said skill. And that is Spike. There, Tome. This can be whatever. Actually, if I look at chess here. Flame Whirl Kick, I have. Frozen Fist, I have. Anything else you have? You can learn Mighty Blow. And that's about it. Let's go Fierce Iron Fist. And just grab... Let's grab this lance. No, wait. Let's grab this axe. Hilda will bonk with a book and proceed to level up building, given her physical strength. Oh yeah, it was Mortal... Mortal Savant, I believe? No, Mortal Struggle. And this other skill can just be a spell that I haven't leveled up. Silence! There's no mages there. We're going back to good old Hades. There. Yours over here can be... Well, considering you're not actually learning anything new. Nah, I'm gonna keep it here so you can actually learn some new skills. But you'll get the Water Dragon sign. And you will get the lance. Tactics Primer, yeah, that's fine. I feel so bad for Silence in this game, mostly because it's just, it's here since it wasn't 3000. Yeah. If there were more general use for it, I would get it, but there isn't.
Let's earn our keep.
Okay.
I'll do.
You go here.
Whoa, I should go. Yeah, let's
Pair up.
I'm on it.
Pair up.
Got your back.
Not a problem. I've got what I've got to do. That's it.
I just gotta stop them.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You're not getting past me. Okay, now that Leonie's over there, get over here to protect it. And die.
Not a problem.
Go and kill.
Hey, it's my turn.
Fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
We did it.
We can skip my turn, you know.
Whee!
I'll go and take a breather.
Mortal Struggle.
Time to wreck stuff.
Just big punch.
Take it down.
Can't block it if you're in the sky.
Not a problem.
Hey, it's my turn.
When I face my comrades after this.
And die.
Got it.
Take a breather.
Time to wreck stuff.
Punch, go up. Of course, Chess decided to go ahead and stop my move. Oh, there you are. Shit! She's getting away.
One slip could cost me my life.
Okay.
I'll go in front.
Doesn't really matter whatever I do now. I just have to wait for them. Hi.
Switching it up, huh?
Well, that worked out better than anticipated. Easy win.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
And not enough kills just yet.
Time has finally come.
And the rest of the kills will probably go when we get it over here.
Too easy. You always manage to.
And we have enough kills.
We can skip my turn. You know.
Hi.
It's my turn. Switch.
My turn.
And come on, die. Die. I said die. Easy.
Let's keep this victory streak going.
I won't let myself stop here.
I keep forgetting Jess's max level. Yeah, she's kind of scary right now. And has been for a long while. Activity points? Kitchen. I think there's only one more food left.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Like, yeah, only one more food that actually matters. And Biles likes that one too. They should finish off Lawrence and Byleth.
Hey, this is.
If it doesn't, I'm gonna be slightly upset. There we go. Alright.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
That means I can spend the rest of the activity points on the chore master over here.
Care to make yourself useful?
Which again means, hey Byleth.
We all must do our fair
It feels like some people take longer to actually like bond than others. Leone and Byleth being one of them. Farming village near battlefield. Yep, banning attack. Let's lend a hand. I just want to do like all of these missions because we are ending this today. We are very likely getting to the end of the game. And if you're wondering what am I gonna do after this if we end a little early, I actually have a backup plan. But okay, Constance, that means Hilda can join in. Wait, no. Lawrence can join in.
I stand ready.
And for Lysithea, who can be with Lysithea? That was Hilda because Swarm, right? Right? Right.
Who, me?
Is the backup plan Jump King or Metal? Neither, but it is in the same vein. Thunderbrand there. And I'll go with, you know, I'm gonna try Warm Cloak instead of the usual. Yeah, I want to do Metal alongside Jay when he's here, so I don't want to do it without him. And Jump King, I feel like people would love having, like, a heads up that it's happening. It's gonna be more of a, hey, let's do this, because I should get some practice in on that. Okay, bolting. What's Constance and... You know what? I can actually check it right here. Hey, what do you need? You don't have bolting. And you don't have Fimbulvinter. Or Fimbulvetter. There we go. You can grab this. You can... Actually, it's time. But instead, I'll grab the, Secret Medicine. Get some money. Or I can actually go a step further beyond and go the Lightning Dragon Crests. I can then go Mage here. You are fine. You can actually go Axe. Or you can go something else instead. Mage as well. And you have every class, so... Constance. I don't think Constance could actually learn any land skills. Frozen Lance, she has. Vengeance, she has. Yep. So... you do you, and steal his gloves. And also be anti-mage. You have the fire... or Essence of Fire, right? Yes, but not equipped. There we go. Underdog is just too good. There.
We have to win, no matter what. It all...
Okay.
Yeah, let's come with me.
Now it is my... I will show you what I am made of.
You can count
I
on
need to
me.
just go and stop here.
Boils down to win or lose.
Here I go! Rest easy, for I shall handle this.
There we go.
Watch closely.
Stop. You're not getting past me. Oh, hi. Come on, Hilda. I do like how both, like, Thunderbrand and Struttinger's Mystery has the same ability of, like, accelerating how often you can use the weapon arts and stuff like that. Hey, maybe go here and defend.
It's my turn.
Go away.
You can count on
You
me.
go over there.
I'm dragging the others down.
None shall surpass me.
Big fire!
Watch closely.
Oh, ow. Ah, time. Overkill. No, you're not allowed. Not taking a chance of getting hit by those moves. Level experience up.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Nice. Come on, you're not escaping me. And even if you are, I'm gonna stop you.
Lend me your aid. Together we're invincible. Out of my way.
Stop, 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 stop. You're getting close. Stop.
Together we're invincible.
Aha, I did the correct thing. I realized I need to update something, so I'm actually doing the update now. Hopefully, if that doesn't affect the stream.
We won't lose, no
Oh, I need more kills.
Together we're invincible. Out of my way.
And was that enough? Not quite.
Together we're invincible.
I see what you mean.
I'm not going to die yet.
Wait, is this a big baddie? It was! Oops!
Not just adorable, but powerful too. We could fight again, but the result would be the same.
Oh no, how could this be that I accidentally won? I got ass once again in ranking. Yeah, this is mainly like a money place. But this let me go back. Sorry about the tippy taps. There we go. And Shoremaster.
Care to make yourself
Volunteer. Manage equipment. Come on, you gotta finish sometime.
We all must do our fair share.
Okay, I think there's only one more map for me to actually do, and then I'm done before we go for the big baddie. Martial prowess. Speedwing. Yeah, I'm gonna guess the leftmost map is a very hard map again.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Oops. And since I'm here... Oops, wrong one again. Close enough.
Care to make yourself useful?
Violet, Leonie. This should finish you two off. Please. Okay, so A on both of them. Support. Leonie. Max. And Leonie's over there-ish. Max. Yep.
We all must do our fair share.
Could be for all we know, it could be a secret super boss, you never know. You're right. But now I don't have any more activity points, so I don't need to like go back every map. I say as I'm about to get an activity point. But those are usually exceptions to the rule. If this one isn't a monster one, I'm not gonna do it. You can only take male units into battle. This gives me Partha.
I'm counting on you.
Sooner just jumps at you at the gate. Support points. Wow! 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 Yeah, I actually have to go down to Violet and choose from here. These are the ones that I have yet to finish off. And I'll take that one at C, but there. Training points.
Well?
Battalion. Borderlands Archers. I'm getting something. Item Shopper sucks. I mean, I spent money on it. Captured Thieves, I'm gonna ignore that one. Yeah, let's do this one. But I can only take males. You beat Rhea, and then suddenly Grima shows up and you have to kill him. You thought you could get a game without a fell dragon, did you? I do wish there were more, like, optional, like, endgame things. Like, despite how some of the endgame of Echoes was, it was a great little, like, Easter egg you could find if you actually managed to get all the way down there. And I wish more games did that, because you get to the end of the game, it's like, alright, you got all these super great units, what do you do now? Oh. You can't take them like they are into New Game Plus without having to spend a ton of resources. And there's no real, like, challenge beyond Maddening Plus that you can use it on. So having a map that's designed to be like, alright, we know this is gonna be hard, we know this is gonna be somewhat bullshit, but good luck, would be a fun, like, final challenge for them to include for us. Oh yeah, I can only bring males to this fight. I can't really increase any more supports, so instead... Bo... Ash... Wait, Ash, do you really not... I need to check your things. Oh, wrong one. He hasn't maxed out a single archery skill! Well... I can try and use him and Claude and see what I can get. Board arrow.
My time.
Change. Ward. There we go. And also... Hide presence. Oh, there's monsters here. I'm gonna have to use a variety of guys. Ash has to depress the bow properly. I'll just go for multi-use rather than anything else. Okay. And instead of Wing Shredder, everyone is going to use the monster ones. So there. You can actually stay a mage. Congratulations. Just grab this. And knowledge gem. Brawl, you can stay that. You have flame. Oh, actually, you're right now a regular mage. Go for a dark mage instead, so I can get elemental attacks from you. Who do I bring with Raphael? Who has A rank with Raphael? Most like, hopefully a female. Raphael, where are you? Lysithia, Leonie, and Petra. Well, I just said hopefully a female, but I realized that I mistaken my assumption there. Lauren! Wait, no. That's Hilda. I can grab Lawrence, though. They may have C support, but they can work together. And I'm gonna make him a lance unit. There we go. Actually, that means I can have him as a bishop, because then I can use light magic, while Lawrence will take care of the elemental ones. So what can Raph do that Lawrence can't? Flame Whirl Kick and Lightning Fist. And grab a good knuckle. Fancy handkerchief. That is actually fine. That gives me ice. There. No, there. And finally you. Go this way. And does Raphael have any of these that he would suffer from? Raph is 2 below, so... Or 1 below. Wait, am I a dumbass? I'm a dumbass. Lightning is still true, but I need Mystic Blow instead. Okay. Lawrence doesn't learn Mystic Blow? Magic Man? This attack deals damage based on magic, and you telling me you don't learn Mystic Blow? Why? It's the obvious one for you! But in that case, I can give you Art Bar. look at you again, just to make sure. Vengeance, he has. Frozen Lance, he does not. And the other one can be whatever. Let's go... Recover, just to have it. And because I can... I should have sold some of these. Does he learn other brawl techniques, but not that one? Yes, he does. Like, he learns... what he learns instead is Steady Mind, while Raphael here learns Mystic Blow. And Steady Mind, I believe, is just increases my stats. Yeah, temporarily increases strength! Why? They would have... And for some reason then, Raphael learns Drain or Mystic Blow instead of temporarily using strength! Or raising strength. It's baffling! Yeah, it's just a weird choice. You could have made it fitting for them, but no. At least you can teach to the others still. Okay, final check through. Yes, 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 yes. Fight.
I'm all fed and ready to go. Leave it to
Now, is it worth me getting upset? No.
Now it is might. I will show you.
Let's try this. I'll give you a hand.
I'll do my best.
You go here.
I'm a little nervous about this.
You're a little nervous.
me.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
Now, granted, this is gonna take them all. And look at his move. It's not even that good. Oh yeah, I had healing.
Let's take it for ourselves.
And die.
Leave this to me.
Oh yeah, I have Feisig on you. So we had double healing, just in case.
I got it.
Yeah, the main issue with Ash is I don't think he actually gets anyone. Oh hey! It actually worked! I got high presence! Yeah, Ash doesn't really have many that he can easily learn bow skills from. You had the option to do Kamehameha Shadoken animation, but you went with Twin Laser. Rax in trouble? Fake. Go over here. Oh, hi. That was a lot more of you than I anticipated.
Follow my lead.
Did you see that?
Did I get all of them?
My muscles always win the day.
Yes.
We've got it under control.
Yeah, the reason I was surprised how the presence actually got gotten is because it's like 0.2% chance of getting it.
All right, take it down. Sorry.
Like it takes maps to get to some of these skills.
If I were to die here.
Oh, I don't have his unique skill here.
That went pretty good.
End it fast.
Let's finish this.
The fire broke him mid-special. Yeah.
Let's try this.
Dimitri, you're a nice character and all, but you got the short of the stick compared to the three others. The only benefit he has is his atrocious weapon arts. Other than that, Edelgard and Claude kind of beats the water out of him. Wait, even taking that into consideration, Claude gets Wind God, which is just atrocious, but almost better. Sure, the stick was still yet a long lance. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, of course. Of course you want a sword. Okay. I can do magic. Or wind. Wow, that just actually destroyed him.
Let us approach this methodically.
Oh, it said it!
Let's try this.
I need to keep Claude preoccupied so he doesn't accidentally kill him. You know what, in hindsight, I should have given myself, the tactical primer. But let me stop time.
I hate to lose this stronghold.
Shit. Made a mistake. Okay, half dead. Good. Fancy. Can't get me. Oh boy. You don't hit me. I'm gonna use this turn to like lower his health. Oh yeah. Oh no! Don't hurt me. That does quite a lot of damage still, even being based on magic. Granted, not this much damage. Oh boy. Can't touch this.
My turn at last.
Die. That should have given me a lot of Umbral Steel, which I do need. Nope. Nope. Okay, and now we can finish this off against Seth. Oh yeah, I won this.
No problem. I got it. Just in time. We could use a hand. Here I go. Are we changing places? Pass me.
Mystic Blow.
My turn at last.
God, Lawrence's skill is like surprisingly useful in just not getting hits.
It is pointless to resist.
Like if you struggle with a don't take damage challenge, use Lawrence and pair him up with someone while having the like higher chance of not getting oh, what's it called?
You'll make this fun for me.
Higher chance of not getting blah 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 blah. Why am I forgetting on it?
Let's try this.
Of getting his ally supports. Can I still get the side mission done or not? I forgot to check what the other criteria was. Oh boy.
My turn at last.
Okay, you're here. Kill.
We should team up. Let's finish this.
Need a reminder real quick. Awakening mode hits one barrier or multiple. One.
Blame me all you want.
And if you're effective against one and also use Awakening, it still just does more to that one. I'm fairly sure that's the one at the very, or that's how it acts. But I am not 100% sure because I feel like it's never really worth it. I think Hoppy is worth it, but in general, not much.
Sorry. None shall surpass me.
Haha, recover.
Operations complete.
Alright, here I go.
6. Come on, keep going. Oh, Jesus! I can't go this far and then suddenly lose everything. Stop the cloud. Okay, we did it.
A successful mission.
Kill.
Sorry. We won. I
I'm still not quite used to saying that yet.
Ambrosia. Claude MVP, not really that surprising.
Hey, I'm getting better.
And high presence. Bow, high presence, there. Can't hold any more supplies. Mine. Must complete all side missions. I'm glad I got this one. Aura Knuckles. That's fine. Monster Strength. Raise their speed. Thank you. Wait. Oh, did I max out just his speed? Claude 1 from Vibrant Supremacy.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Alright, and then over here, I have 10 free uses.
Hey there, need something?
Now, that it probably just means, yeah, I still need material.
Is this it?
This at least makes it better. And I'll take this one for the final one.
Is this it?
There we go.
See you around.
Chore Master. Byleth.
Care to make yourself useful?
Hosts! How about you two?
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself?
Okay.
We all must do our
And
fair
now
share.
I will do the final training over here.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
And since I can, I'm just curious. Okay, that did somewhat, but it didn't do as much as I thought it could have done, so... Successive training! Smite, defense, spike, faith. Alright, I think it's time for the final map. Granted, I could do this to get more money. Or I could do this to get more money. You've chosen, or no, you chased the retreating church forces to the Tailton Plains. It is here that you will finally settle the score with Archbishop Rhea and usher in a new dawn for Fodlan.
Your Grace, the Federation army is approaching from the south.
Oh, I should autoplay.
King Claude appears to be commanding them
Time to see
personally.
if Rhea just dies in an unrelated explosion again.
The rebellious blood of those wretched 10 elites has led one of their descendants to turn his blade against us. Perhaps it was a mistake not to have terminated their bloodlines long ago.
Your Grace?
Lady Rhea, with the Kingdom army occupied on the Western Front, we will have little in the way of support from them. I believe the wisest course of action would be to retreat to Ferdiad and attempt to hold the palace there.
No, we will face them here. Long before the kingdom even existed, Saint Seros slew the fell King Nemesis upon this very soil. This field is a sacred place for the Church of Seros. We will have the goddess's protection here.
Indeed, but...
You have nothing to worry about, Seteth. If anything should happen, I want you to take Flayn and escape.
Lady Rhea, you cannot mean that.
Long have I protected Fodlan in the goddess Sothis' stead. it may be time for that duty to finally come to an end.
And would you accept that?
Not willingly, no. In our absence, future generations are likely to repeat the foolish actions of their ancestors. And when that happens, who will be left to stop them? This land has suffered enough as it is. I will fight with all my strength and spirit. For my mother, for the future, even for humanity. What shall come to pass? Only the goddess knows. Such are her teachings.
I'm sorry, I also know. Chess will destroy you. That is what I know. Yeah. Now that I think about it, we didn't really fight... That's an interesting map layout. Oh, it's this map. We didn't really fight Sedith or Flame during the Edelgard's routes in this map, or final map. So, Reign of Ash. Oh, so Claude and Lawrence lose on the enemy. Had the Lesser Alliance Federation's elite lose countless arrows and reduce the enemies to ash. Oh, isn't that like one of the... Ah, why does this sound familiar? What? Was this a skill in Three Houses? No, I think it was a battalion skill for Claude. I think that was it. You fought him in AOL. Yeah, but it wasn't at the final map. Agitate the enemy, encourage them to deploy additional forces, boost combat experience for all allies. It gives me more people to kill. So yep, there's Sedith, Flame, and then Rhea, yep. Wait, what level were you? 150. So even at max level, I still can't get up to your level. And yep, I see here speed 135 is max speed for me. But yeah, this is a map where I was Arvel and fought against Rhea as well. Okay, so chess, Dark Spikes. Who can learn Dark Spikes? Even at the very end of the game, I'm still curious. Raphael. So Raphael is gonna be the support over here. I will have Lawrence and Claude on the map. You know what? Let's go with a good old trio of Chess, Lawrence, Claude, and Hilda. So, with Hilda, I'm actually gonna use Holst as the substitutes. Because then I can change her to Wyvern Lord and teach him how to spike your enemy. Okay, so that is done. Dark Spikes. Let's go. You know what? This is a good combo here. Claude. Who can Claude be with? Bo. Holst, Byleth. No. But Byleth! Byleth, join me.
Off to work.
Now, what can I teach Byleth? Phenomenal question. Ward Arrow? No. High Presence? Yes. Thunderbolt? Yes. And I'll go back to having the archer here. Oh, there are no archery enemies. Or, brawler enemies. That means instead I can use the wing shredders. Because there are flyers like Zenith. And yeah, I'm gonna use the Inexhaustible instead of Fail Not. I don't really find that one to be that good. And now I haven't really read this, but it's combat arts. Magic and combat arts are different things, so... Sword of Zeros. I'm using that one instead. Secret Medicine. I don't need money right now. I can instead grab the Warm Cloak. You, Tharis. Who can you pair up with, Lawrence? Lance, Lawrence has chess, but that's chess. Leone with Vengeance and Frozen Lance both. I think Leone even has a skill for it that would be useful.
I've got this.
Right? Opposite sex is nearby, or the end is the unit's adjunctant. Greatly increases warrior gauge fill rate. Yeah. So Frozen Lance and Vengeance, and I can then swap this one. Actually, no. I'll keep it. Hard bar, yes. Dracugel. I'll use the strengthening. There we go. Monstrous strength. What is her strength then? 71. That is admirable. But it's not the 110. No brawlers because Rhea chooses not to put them up. Sad. Okay, now we just take a look at these. Knowledge gem. Change class. You are able to be everything. You don't get a elemental assist. Over here. Grab this one. And this one, just so that you are a good support. And Steel Bernadettas. You. Fireman Rider. And Knowledge Gem there. And instead of this axe, you can take a mirror. Yeah, I know, but you're an ally. You're not gonna be suffering. Enlightened one doesn't really matter what you are either, so we're gonna get a lot of axes today. Axe Sultan plus 100 because I can. Okay. Looks like the chest is max speed after all. It's color green. Yeah, I saw when I got plus 3 it turned green, so I'm guessing 125 in stats is max. Okay, yeah. And it seems like I even positioned them in the correct places. With that, just making sure, final look through the abilities. Main lead unit do not need assists. That is just detrimental to them. Axe Breaker. 101 mind. Bow. Luck Catalyst? No. Essence of Fire. I have a fire skill. This is fine. Okay. I can take Swordbreaker instead of Trust. He already gets enough, so he doesn't need any more. Awakening Assist. And... Undaunted? No, I like guarding whenever I'm done with a skill, so not gonna keep that. Rebellious Spirits? No. Below. Wild Abandon, I guess. And then we have here. These guys can now have assist skills. Well, Chest is gonna get a lot of warrior gauge. Fire moves for Claude. And also some warrior gauge. I don't think you even have any. Nope. Well, you have Awakening already equipped. And you don't have anything either. But I realized you don't have Leader's Ploy. The additional volley did more than I expected it to. I don't need Battalion Endurance. It should be fine. So I have a sword, I have axe, I have bow and wind element, and lance with all but light elements. I should have a light on me just in case. Okay. It's time for the final map. After all these runs, you maxed out A stats on 1 unit.
Got it. I'll fight alongside.
All right.
Oh, new song.
All right. I'll help you out.
But this is not the song I wanted.
Now is our
This is not Earth Shattering Star.
Now is our I'm here to help.
Or God Shattering Star.
I will strike down any fool who dares dishonor our creator.
This is it, folks. If we slay Rhea, we'll usher in a new era for Fodlan.
What's that?
Give it all you got. There's no need to rush. Just keep pressing forward. Our first objective is to
Get
capture
rid of them.
strongholds on the front line.
This is a brother's duty.
Then I'll let you take the lead. Out you go.
What is that? Okay, go over here.
None shall surpass me.
Everyone, stake your lives on this battle and make the goddess proud.
Ah, shit! I gotta sneeze.
Annihilate the wicked Federation army.
We've managed to advance
Okay,
as far
bridge.
as 2 groups, but I didn't foresee the bridge being down.
We'll just have to hold out until we can meet up again. I might actually put in some effort.
Yeah, it does look like Shambhala attack.
The enemy's morale is unusually high. The Archbishop must have riled them up.
Die.
Now it is
Go over here.
No problem. I got it.
Wait. Is this yeah, Nadir. Thank God for lightning bolts.
Let's try this.
Take a breather.
Now, let us bring it down.
Hehehe.
Not a problem.
Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. It had locked in on holding right on my D-pad for some reason.
We can skip my turn, you know.
No holding back.
You're gonna get hit. I really like that skill. There we go. Nothing there? Okay.
Let's do this.
Over here.
Don't worry, I
Oh,
won't slap
Mercedes! No, fuck. She would. No!
My turn at
This
last.
stronghold will fall.
Oh, there's Cyril.
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
Please don't.
Let's try
God,
this.
stop him.
Cyril, I will remember your heroism
Changing places.
always.
My turn.
Die.
I must not let Claude steal
Leaders of Federation. Oh, yep. Here we go.
No problem.
glory. I will open a path for our forces to unite.
He's certainly motivated. Can he seriously handle all that?
Yes.
He may seem like all bark and no bite, but he always follows through. He can do this.
They appear to be having a difficult time. I have no choice but to intervene.
Uh-huh.
This is a brother's duty.
Then I'll let you take the lead. Out you go.
There they go. Awakening Gauge.
Yeah, let's don't.
None shall surpass me. I have sustained Leicester from the shadow since the days of the Allot.
No problem.
But now it is time to display my full strength.
Sorry. Ah, the same strength you'd hope to overthrow me with. No one's more eager to see it than I am.
Go back into the lightning. Or fire, I mean. There we go. Oh, that ruined him! Jesus!
We've been told to return to the
What
kingdom,
happened to his
but
health?
we're the only ones who can protect the church's people.
Yeah, she didn't get the memo, or...
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Let's try this. Let's see.
the kingdom's commanding those troops?
No way I'm letting this end here. I'm gonna help with.
Not a problem.
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know.
Hey, Mercedes.
Do what I must until the very end.
Fodlan needs the Archbishop. Anyone who does not understand that must be eliminated.
Sorry, Seth, we don't. Oh, hi, Jeritza! I'm gonna not kill her yet.
Mercedes, so this is where you've been. I will save you.
I was wondering where Jeritza was, but this doesn't mean you're gonna fight me, right?
Yeah, let's.
I'm gonna wait to keep fighting her. Yeah, how bless Jeritza?
Yeah, he's going for the strongholds. I got it.
Did you try to heal? Did you really try to heal on me?
The others are fulfilling their duties to House and Kingdom. That only leaves me to do what I can to help.
Let's try this.
Take a breather.
Oh, this is gonna take down Seta.
You are formidable indeed.
I am indeed! Okay, we're halfway through the kills. Forgot to bring Gerald. Yeah.
State would be a challenge.
He's not in here, sadly. Violet is.
I must retreat for now.
Oh, there we go. He finally learned Spike. I have to go back and kill her, don't I? Hey, we only learned the Frozen Lance.
There is no salvation for them.
Let us stand together.
Let's get them.
You can tell them the dialogue when I get there.
The enemy will reprise.
Or what the dialogue would have been.
Lady Rhea, I'm sorry.
I thought first I died for some reason.
Couldn't help.
Guardians of the Holy Tomb, come forth! Bring down the hammer
Wait.
of judgment
Oh,
upon
are we fighting spirits now? Is that what this thing's gonna be? Yeah. Phantom soldiers. So that's how this is happening. Oh, controls.
It is my turn.
Soldiers were likely created with magic. The devices controlling them should be here somewhere.
They still have a chance
Die.
to drive the enemy back. I must lend them my aid. Sorry. Come, Wyvern Riders of St. Keith.
Let's try this.
Go over here.
My turn.
You're one of the most elite units in the Knights of Seros. Be on guard.
Not a problem.
Go over here.
Switching it up.
Sorry, Mercedes. I missed.
Over there. We've got to capture the stronghold and stop it.
Jeritza's gonna end up fighting me, isn't he?
Captured most of the strongholds on one side.
I did all that I could.
Oh, okay, she's retreated. Okay, that makes sense.
Mercedes, it is not worth risking your life for this fight.
It was my choice to put my life on the line. Yeah.
Okay, now I should be able to fight LaFlame.
Then please, fight alongside me for now. It is the best way to keep you safe.
Ah, nice. Okay, vengeance has been learned.
There are fewer of those soldiers now, but they're not Give me the creeps.
Oh boy.
They found the devices.
Green Mercedes, let's go.
But it matters not, for they still have no hope of victory.
Now it is my turn.
You say that.
Guys are struggling. I must lend them a
Changing
hand.
places?
Yep, there we go. Flame is going in.
Now it is.
Yeah. I loathe fighting, but this is my duty. Come then.
There is no need to overexert yourself, Flame. Promise me you will retreat the moment it becomes too taxing.
We're moving right along. Take a breather. Keep capturing the enemy's stronghold.
The Federation army has a we have any hope of winning this.
The church forces seem at a loss without their frontline commander.
Not a problem.
Almost got the kills I need.
It's my turn, you know.
Now, let us bring it down.
Get over here.
Let's take them by storm. I did my part. Can I go now? No?
No.
Nice one.
Get down. Okay, she's not dead.
Let's do.
None shall surpass me.
We've taken all the strong.
Door open.
Now
Door
it is
open.
my turn.
No problem. Gotcha.
All right.
Let's try this.
I'm afraid I have exhausted.
Very dead.
I should withdraw.
Okay. I know there's more to do. Oh, hey. No.
Not a problem.
Go over here.
Oh, we can skip my turn, you know.
I'm with you.
All right, the rest of the phantoms are going to be gone now. And there's Flame. Should have Hilda ready to intercept.
My turn at last.
Yep, all of them are gone.
Now it is my turn.
All the strange soldiers are gone. You up.
Our forces have reunited thanks to the strength of my efforts. Truly, I am more fit to lead than our actual king.
Uh-huh.
You do realize the action.
Now it is my turn.
Well, King is standing right here. But if you want the job so badly, I'll happily let you take over later.
Yep. Which fits this idea.
The Central Church collapses. Many people will lose their spiritual foundation.
Uh-huh.
That would be terrible.
Would it?
Let's try this.
Fight alongside you, my brother.
Not a problem.
Switching it up,
Infuse me with your divine strength.
Sick of you.
Oh, I thought you were gonna transform already. Forgotten white magic. Huh.
What? Where could magic of this magnitude be coming from? Are we witnessing the Archbishop's power?
She's not fooling around.
Die.
Here we go, everyone. Don't let the enemy push us back.
The battle's only
Rain of Ash.
tougher from here on out. The Immortal Core is ready to go. Yeah.
This be the judgment of the goddess. We have her divine protection, so charge forth.
Uh-huh. Sure it is.
They see that magic as the goddess's protection. Their faith has blinded them.
Ah. Interesting to come from her.
Horrible things when their faith becomes tainted with fear. We must stop them at once.
Dashes to care of Flame. Oh, still alive.
Let loose. Blot out the sky with your arrows.
Something's falling from the sky.
Yeah, you're already gone. Sure I am. Hold you back, hold you back, hold you back. There we go.
This is a brother's duty.
Then I'll let you take the lead. Out you go.
Don't really have anyone to fight here, so just go here.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry.
Good job.
It is my turn.
Don't really have anyone you can fight either. Well, him actually.
Are we changing places?
Flame! No! Sorry! How could this happen?
She's still alive!
Dare you!
Take a breather.
Those enemies on the front lines were strong. But we were strong. We took them all. Even with the goddess's protection, our remaining forces are hardly enough to hold them all.
Come! You will find I am not so easy to defeat at my full strength.
Uh-huh. You actually are taking quite a beating.
It seems you have grown since you were at the academy. But you shall not overpower me.
Well, we can be two about that. You still also lived.
Not the strength to stop them. Forgive me, Rhea. Rhea, we must retreat. I cannot allow Flame to perish.
Yeah, the angry parents buff.
Smile upon you, Lady Rhea.
I don't want to die here, so you can die on your own.
I will settle this on my own.
Like my nukes.
This is our final opportunity to pass judgment on the enemy. If you can yet move, follow me!
You got my back?
Nothing can stop our muscles.
I'm gonna follow your lead.
Fuck this one rando dude in particular.
I've got you now.
And just like that, all my weapon arts are max. I'll
Switching it up, huh?
be gone. Oh yeah, it was you. Could you die? Thank you.
I got it.
They were fearsome foes, but we should have an easier time now.
Take a breather.
Nope,
We can skip my turn, you know.
not need there.
Are we changing places?
Alright, Rhea. Kinda shocked the, those that in the dark didn't show up.
I am disappointed in you, Claude.
No hard feelings, Rhea. I'm just determined to see what the world would be like without you.
Such an abominable presence. Yes, I knew that one day you would turn your blade on me.
Sorry. Don't get the wrong idea. My powers have nothing to do with this. I'm standing here of my own free will.
You will not be defeated by a federation.
And get trapped in the fire!
Blessing. I knew it. You are Citri's child.
Haha!
Has fate been leading us to this moment? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm only...
Okay, you're gonna transform.
I swear, on the goddess's name, you will all face judgment.
Or not?
Looks like we're finally getting to the good part. You okay to keep going?
Of course. And after we win this battle, you're gonna show me the new world you're creating.
Oh, they revealed Gerald's age here. Oh.
I must carry on for the sake of my mother's fallen comrades.
Oh, here's the transformation. Oh.
It's time to finish this, Rhea. Are you sure you don't want to just walk away? It's not too late.
I did not go looking for this fight, but you will not see me run from it. You have spilled much blood during this war the Empire started.
I'm not here to talk about who started this war. I'm gonna end this. That's what's important now. This world cries out for change, while you keep it shackled to the past.
And it's up to us to help set it free.
I'm ready if you are. For all of Fodlan!
So be it. I will crush you where you stand!
Claude, did you expect this?
Well, color me surprised. Rhea's really the
yep.
one?
Whatever she is, we have to end.
Okay, destroy that bar! Destroy it! Please! Ah, good old fire! Look at that bar just disintegrating in front of our eyes! Okay, one down.
My turn at last.
We need to make one final push. We're almost there.
I'm getting pretty
Oh, get up!
I can hold out.
Actually,
Wait for us after we win this.
explode!
But all our efforts will be rewarded if we win, right?
I can't take hit by that. Her moves are going to kill me if they hit. Except for Lawrence. I forgot, Lawrence is a badass. No. Okay, Lawrence should be safe. Yup, it just completely blocked that move. Yeah, Lawrence's skill is kind of busted against these fights, where he can just tank hits.
We can skip my turn, you know.
Our victory will secure my place in history as a hero of Fodlan.
This on the other hand.
Our fair share of surprises. We're finally here. Our king is really something else.
Oh, get away. Everyone, get away!
From the end. But it will be a significant step forward if we win.
Can't hit me if I stand still. No, get away! Ow. I think I got this, though. Gather up. Oh. Oh, no. Gather up and die. Spike. Nice. Okay, Chess, finish off the last bar.
My turn.
Then do it in style.
Everyone, lend me your strength.
If there is any way I can help change Leicester and Fodlan for the better, I will.
I'm still not sure if this is really the
Got
right
him.
thing. But I have to trust Claude and push forward.
Gotta move.
You have a Viper! Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ! I thought she shot upwards!
Your reign comes to an end here and now.
Was that the crests? Game. Break the targets.
Our work here isn't over. Not by a long shot. Got plenty of road ahead. But we've taken the first step. Together.
It is now 1183, Blue Sea Moon. The Federation has joined with the Empire to invade the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
They actually invade.
Claude Claude sought not to conquer the kingdom, but to destroy the central church.
Oh, they're
After
recapping.
Archbishop Rhea's defeat,
Kind of.
the church has lost much of its martial prowess.
Oh no, he's fighting the kingdom to take care of the rest of the church. I get it now.
Tensions continue between the Empire and Kingdom. Having now reached his goal, Claude proposes an end to the war, yet it remains uncertain if either side will accept.
And with that, I think we got to the end of the game. It took us 26 episodes. Or rather, streams. Parthia and Master Seal. Diamond Rider and Fortress Knight maxed out. Nice. And Thunderbolt from Claude for Byleth. And also those two. Hold on. I need to write these down. Sorry. Lance. Leonie. Frozen Lance. Yes. Vengeance. Yes. Good job. And Hole's got Spike. Yeah, the biggest ending I feel like works the best for this route. And I do feel this game was kind of like, let's give Claude a proper route, proper ending, proper storyline, proper everything. Meanwhile, the rest are like, alright, let's just see what their quote-unquote optimal ending would have been. Or a more light-noted ending. Claude was definitely the highlight of this game. Yeah, Chess is gonna just reign supreme for most of this. I'm shocked Chess already stopped reigning supreme. Oh wait, side missions. I get it. I didn't use Chess if I could and didn't have to. But as soon as the main chapter showed up, yeah. Final rating on this game, I really enjoyed it. It was a good, like, what-if scenario for Three Houses. And fixed some of the story beat issues that some of the games had, for the most part. I enjoyed that they didn't make Dimitri, like, having his super depressed face where he just self-loathing all the time. But it was the weakest route as well. And I don't like how they were like, oh look, Hegemon Edelgard is here! And you never fight her. Chess achieved victory and has received a letter from Byleth.
It wasn't long ago that people knew me only as the Ashen Demon and looked at me with dread. But thanks to you, I now find myself surrounded by friends with whom I share a common cause. Was I right to go down this path? I can't say. But I see a glimmer of hope at the end of it, and that's more than enough reason to forge on.
Okay. Now, while this goes on, I think I'll just finish my thoughts on the game. Unit distribution in this game has been very weird. Like, except for Marianne and, I think, Lysithea, you can recruit the entirety of the Golden Deers in every route. Meanwhile, for the Blue Lions, you can recruit, I believe, Mercedes in Scarlet Blaze, and then Ash in every route. So that's 2 units. Meanwhile, for the Black Eagle, or the Edelgard's houses, there were, like, Linhardt, Bernie, Dorothy, and Petra was recruitable in all routes, I believe, and the rest weren't. Which, I get why Hubert, Ferdinand, and, oh yeah, Leonie was also not recruitable in, Asher the Gleam. But I don't get why, for example, Caspar wasn't recruitable in this one in particular. Could even have, like, hey, you have Linhardt, use Linhardt to recruit Caspar. Like the story, though it seemed to cut some corners for the sake of references, Hegemon, and for other reasons, like the Shambhala part of Asher Gleam. Yeah, I wish Shambhala would have gotten, like... I wish we could have fought in Shambhala. That would have been a nice set piece to fight in, but... You know, it is what it is. A lot of assets were reused for the, like, generic maps, but... That is passable, I think. Character-wise, I think some of the cast ate very well. Oh, yeah. Some were fed delicious, delicious food. While others were along for the ride, but the supports were really good. I like the new unit inclusions. Really like seeing Holst in action. I wish we had more of the playable characters from the old games, like Hanuman and Alois, who are here, but not playable. And if I were to guess... We are going to get DLC, which will include these units playable. Maybe even a scenario where you fight with the those who slither in the dark instead. What else? Yeah, the main reason I think that is Warriors games have always had DLC. Even if they're announced very late into the game's life cycle, they have usually had DLC to some degree. Meanwhile, and that would also include, like, the lack of some playable characters. The story is not quite ending on a very fitting note. Like, Edelgard's and Dimitri's route, I could see, like, having one more chapter or a couple more chapters to end it off. Meanwhile, Claude's is pretty open-ended on a good note. Okay, McCarley. I can see DLC with them with some of the Thrausis time skip designs added. That too! But yeah, essentially, if I were to rank these routes, I think it's obvious from how I'm talking about them right now. Asher Gleam at the bottom, Scarlet Blaze in the middle, and then Golden Wildfire on top. And that is not because, like, any of them are perfectly bad. It's just Asher Gleam is disappointing compared to what it could have been. And Golden Wildfire blew out of the I don't know who the fuck Jess's mom is. That's a big dangling thread. Yeah, that I agree with as well. But yeah, Golden Wildfire blew it out of the park. Scarlet Blaze was just as good as Black Eagles in the original game, and Asher Gleam left some to be desired. Especially in the final boss fights. The same ranking there as well. I liked fighting both Rhea and Thalis in Scarlet Blaze, and we even got to see Rhea transform. It would have been more fitting if you fought Edelgard like 2 times and then Hegemon was transformed in the Asher Gleam fight, but that didn't happen. Instead, you just fought her over and over and over again, which, while neat, wasn't a very satisfying fight. And this... I do think I like fighting Thalis and Rhea over just fighting Rhea in this war, but I like this chapter overall better. You could even just made a reskin of the robot, same lanky arms. Yeah, at least some development would have to be done, but you could reuse a lot of what you already had from him. Oh, and the screen dimmed at the fin. New quest items have been added to save data's renowned exchange. Yeah, carry over save data. Warrior of the Golden Wildfire. Walker of all paths. And there's all the weapons. Too bad no Ana. Ana could also easily be a DLC unit. I'm just gonna check here and see what the crest items are. I'm guessing it's just the stones. For Claude and the rest of the shit, why am I blanking out? Alliance members. Like if I were to go over here. Give me your remaining items. Oh, it's over here. Yep, I can buy more of these. Not that I really need them. Goneril, critical hit with weapon arts. Gloucester, Slightly increased damage dealt by offensive magic. Storm Dragon, Crested Beast. Increased damage dealt by strong attacks. Oops. And Regan restores the HP when landing combat arts. Too bad Sodas didn't get more screen time, but then again, I have trousers for that. Yeah, I agree. After you, like, ally yourself with Byleth, I would have liked to have some, like, talk about how she feels. But I get she's not the focus. It's supposed to be Arvel and Chess, and Byleth is more of a vehicle for them. But with that, I think this speaks for the end of pre-DLC Three Houses, or Hopes. I do have one more video that will come out after this, which will be a giant support video. And for that, I will probably actually get the remainder as well. Like, we have Manuela and Gerald that I never got to do, and Jeritza. So I'll probably go back and do those. And there's probably some more as well that I just haven't gotten around to. Especially the first round when I wasn't really focusing on getting these. Good luck on those supports, you'll need it. Thanks. I have all the videos recorded, I just need to, like, stitch them together. But you might be asking, what am I doing after this? Well, I'm gonna practice a little bit. And by that, I mean I'm gonna practice for the competition. I have a big list of games, and most of them are either multiplayer that we could play on during variety stream nights, because all of them are free to play. So if I just give a advance notice that, hey, we're playing these games, everyone could participate that wants. Then there are some single player games that I want people to have a bit more heads up, hey, I'm playing this, which are Metal Hellsinger and Jump King, because people will want to see those, I feel like, and not be, like, sprung upon them. Minecraft, on the other hand, yeah, I'm probably gonna just create a world and see if I can get to the End Dragon as fast as possible. Don't forget to end the stream next to Hilda. Shit, you're right.
Did you need me?
Yes, I did. We did it. I agree. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this stream here. And I will see you on Twitch very soon for a little Minecraft session. I don't know if I'll go until I actually beat the dragon, or if I'll just go and see how far I get. It will not be hardcore. This is training for an actual setting where I'm going to play the game, and that means I'm going to play in the rules that they will give me. But until then, it was Hope Soup. See you next time. Bye-bye!